it's been a really nice year for me. It's been really special. I mean, there were definitely a couple years in there where it was really hard work, and you were wondering if you're ever going to make any kind of breakthrough, you know, and I just kept telling myself to, you know, to have faith, to keep working hard, and that, you know, if you work hard, good things will happen, you know. So it's really nice to have had this experience, you know, and I want to have more experiences like this. So so I keep telling myself the hard work's what's got me here. So more hard work is hopefully going to make this more of a normal lifestyle for me, you know. So I just don't want to rest on anything I've achieved. I want to keep working to do more, you know. I think I'm still young enough where I still have enough time left in my career where I can hopefully do some really exciting stuff. It's always a dream to win a national title, you know. It was always a dream of mine to have some kind of success on the PSA World Tour, you know. I always dream about, as a little kid, playing on the glass court in major events, which I've managed to do twice this year. So that's really special for me. Being on Squash TV as well, with all my experience commentating, is even more special. Getting to actually, you know, be on the other side of the coin, you know, because, you know, I've been there so many times, sitting in the booth, talking about other players, wishing I was the one out there. So it's really nice to be that one now. I think the thing for me is just really try and take it in my stride, and okay, I'm getting a little bit more attention now after winning a national championship, but I need to just keep telling myself that this is the beginning and I still have a lot to achieve. The Olympics is huge for me. I think the sport just getting into the Olympics will completely change the game, and it's certainly a massive goal for me. If we do get into 2020, I'll be 34 years old, and I completely believe that if I do the right kind of things, if I train right, eat right, you know, manage my schedule well, that I could still be playing a very high level of squash when I'm 34. So I definitely have that as a massive goal for me, and that would be an amazing way to cap my career off. It would really be a dream come true for me to get to go to an Olympic Games. I mean, the junior squash here is just exploding. It's enormous, and now it's so competitive. There's so many different levels between your JCTs, your gold events, your silvers, your bronzes. The fact that there are 4 distinct categories like that in itself just shows how big it is. When I was a junior, it was basically you had your junior tournaments, and then maybe you had 2 or 3 selection events that were maybe a little bit more special than the others, but not tremendously, you know. So I think the game for the juniors is so healthy at the minute, you know, and that's important because they're the next generation, you know. So it's great to see so many kids out there playing. It's great to see. It's great to see, you know, the amount of intensity that's going on. Some of the kids are doing really well internationally. You know, we're having some good results at World Juniors and things like that, British Junior Opens. So I think now the big thing is hopefully getting some of those kids to transition on into the pro game, you know? Well, I certainly wasn't this well behaved when I was younger. I mean, I definitely went through a few years as a teenager that we don't need to relive. For me, it's definitely been something that I've worked at, that I've sat down with myself, had a quiet word about, and tried to really change how I approach, how I think about the sport. I've actually made it an active choice because I think my performance is improved by it. Because I think the better I conduct myself, the more I get the crowd, the more I get the referees on my side. And as well, it doesn't give my opponent anything to necessarily get stuck into me about, you know? While if I'm being slightly awkward or talking a bit too much, then it allows the game to become more of an emotional contest, you know? And when you get it into that state of emotion, it's difficult to be as calculated with your play, you know? I think the hard work aspect of it is the most important thing, because no matter which of those you're gifted with or not gifted with, if you work hard and you have a vision and you're trying to get somewhere, you can catch up, you know? And the main thing is working hard consistently, you know? It's not okay to just have one hard session and then the rest is kind of average. It has to be that consistent effort all the time over weeks, months, years, and I think that eventually is what hopefully will get me to the highest levels, you know? I mean, right now in the last year, I've finally started breaking through a little bit, you know? I've still got a really long way to go, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, and I think I need to take confidence from that after all these years of, you know, working hard physically, trying to improve myself technically and mentally, that it's starting to come together. And if I've been able to come this far, there's no reason why I can't go even further.